Alright guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. So, I think it was yesterday, more information came out on the Primal evolutions, and as you can see there, this is the animation we will get. It's like the Mega animation, except Primal. However, it doesn't mention, I don't think anywhere, that these raids are going to be 6-star or 7. I'm going to say 6 stars, just like the Mega Latios and Latias. So keep an eye out for these guys. There's a lot coming out, which I'll come and explain in a second. But you will earn energy for these Primal Pokemon, just like you would do in Megas by defeating Primal Kyogre or Groudon in a raid battle, or by doing specific tasks. So that to me sounds like there's going to be a ticket, like a paid research during the Las Vegas event, plus maybe on the free event, maybe, that goes on afterwards, the global event. There is usually a ticket with that as well. So Primal Reversion lasts for 8 hours. So same as a Mega Evolution. They gain, I believe, levels as well. Yeah. So it's basically just Mega Evolution. You'll receive bonuses when Kyogre and Groudon revert to its primal form. So let's have a look at what these are. So when Primal Kyogre is in your party, Water, Electric, and Bug type attacks will benefit from attack bonuses. Weird how it gets Bug type attacks. But then it's the same on this side for when your buddy catching Water, Electric, and Bug type will grant you additional XP and candy. It's a weird one to have Bug type in there, if I'm honest, but we'll see. When Primal Groudon is in your party, Fire, Grass, and Ground. That all makes sense because that's what makes up land. So the Primal Groudon, that makes sense. Same thing about XP and candy on this side. Kyogre and Groudon's Primal level will increase more times they revert into primal forms. Just like Mega Evolution, they have a level mechanic for these. I'm hoping it's going to be the same 30 that we get for everything else, but you never know. Latios and Latias were 30, just like with Salamence and that kind of thing, so I would presume that is what's going to happen. You can see a Pokemon's Primal level and bonuses granted by that level by Navi. Yeah, same thing as normal. You get a new Pokedex entry for reverting them for the first time. Encounter Primal Groudon and Kyogre in Primal raids during specific periods, beginning with Pokemon Go Hoenn Tour in Las Vegas. So it looks like you won't be able to join them unless you have a ticket to that event. So Primal raids, but the Pokemon you challenge are more powerful. Trainers have the opportunity during both the Hoenn Tour and the global event to capture Groudon and also complete a Primal field research, which may lead to increased opportunities to encounter. Right. So what it looks like you're going to have to do is do these field researches to get a Primal Kyogre to spawn in raids. That seems weird. It seems like a way of forcing you to play the game. It's going to be something like walk so many kilometers in some of them, and it's forcing you to go out. So I'm guessing you won't be able to use that many remote raid passes for these. However, one of the good things about this is they finally get their own moves from the Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby games. So they get Origin Pulse for Kyogre and Precipe Blades for Groudon. Looks like they're both going to have 130 power on both, so that's good. Hoping they're a 2-charge attack rather than a 1-charge attack, but most likely going to be a 1-charge attack. I think they're going to be a very, very, very good Pokemon to have for your teams, especially when catching 3 different types of Pokemon. We're not used to that, so that is something new. We do usually only get the 2 typings for the Pokemon, but these do give additional. We don't see that many Bug types that are meta, so that doesn't happen. But water and electric types, that's always great. And fire, grass, and ground, they're really common. So you'll get a lot more from this Primal evolution than this one. Looking forward to it. But we'll have to see how powerful these are. Obviously, if you're doing raids, you will want the Pokemon that is right here, the Swampert, but we'll go over that in a second. So yeah, that is the brand new moves and Primal reversion for Kyogre and Groudon. Alright guys, and we are back. So, speaking of Mega Swampert, we haven't got the image there. The image wasn't on the usual place I looked for when it comes to sprites. So I will look at getting that in the future. However, let's go over what basically Mega Swampert does overall. So, max CP of 4,975. Obviously, this isn't too much of an issue. The only reason you are taking this Primal Swampert into any raids is to get more candy for the Kyogre and the Groudon, because you are going to want a lot. If you are going to be doing this like the way I do it, which is I want 3 of each, so having 3 Kyogres, 3 Groudons, all with Primal Reversion, but then 1 that's going to be maxed, and then ones we do over time, then I'd say, yeah, definitely worth it. But it's going to be a lot tougher. If it's going to be the way I read that raid event, which is saying that you have to do research to make one spawn, I would say that it's not really that much of an issue. You might have to join other people's raids, which might be a pain if you, like me, you don't have that many friends that go out to play Pokemon Go. Like, one of my friends, he literally just does raids with remote passes since COVID hit, so something that will definitely have to be worked on, at least with 7 or 8 trainers. So the Las Vegas event, if you are going, hope you have an amazing time. You will have no problem taking these down. You'll have 20 people in a raid, and you'll be good to go. However, for people like me where there's not that many players around, you might struggle to get these raids done. So have a look on your social medias to see if there is any friend groups, especially your own. Don't go and find strangers, but any ones that can send you a remote raid might be handy, because they will have more people in that raid than normally just going to a gym around where you live. So that's always a possibility as well. Or you've got certain YouTubers that do have Discord chats, and they do have a lot of raid invites in there. So you've got Pokedaxi, you've got Trainer Club, Mystic 7. They all have their own Discords with raid invites. Definitely go and check them out and get yourself some free raids, basically. Like I said, the only reason you are going for a Swampert here is to get the candy. However, you are going to have it on your team. So maybe getting it, you need a water type move. So Hydro Cannon, Water Gun for taking on Groudon. But then also having Ground wouldn't be that effective on Kyogre. Neither of them would. So you'd have to have it as your last slot for Kyogre and potentially first slot for your Groudon raids. You should be, by having this, you boost everyone else in the raid as well. So hopefully, as I've been mentioning for many videos now, you have focused on getting this Mega to max to get the most power and the most benefits from having that raid, this Mega in your party for that raid. Alright guys, well I'm going to leave this video here. I just wanted to go over the new Primals and Their moveset, I'm going to say Pacific Blade and Origin Pulse are going to be the best movesets for these two. Obviously, you'll need to check them out in raid battles, PvP, just to see what kind of meta they're going to be. But I can see them being quite powerful. So, thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will speak to you all in the next one.